The ancient sands of the deserts of Jordan, the Dead Sea region, and the railway made famous by Lawrence of Arabia. They set the scene for the Jordan cross-country raid, third round of the Middle East Desert Challenge. Leading the series is Saeed Al Hajri, about to give his new navigator, Safari winner Fred Gallagher, a first taste of the Rossmann's Ford Bronco, 450 horsepower of muscle, known affectionately as the Mean Machine, and using an automatic gearbox for the first time. Day one and the raid starts at 3, but before that all 19 of the drivers taking part have to drive the prologue stage to determine their starting order. The raid organisers kept its location secret until minutes before the start. Then participants are allowed to slowly drive this section, making their hazard notes. After that, it's foot to the floor to set the fastest time and start first in this important two-day event. Saeed Al Hajri even takes in a cabbage field as he powers the Rossmann's Ford Bronco to pole position, 15 seconds faster than anyone else over the 6 kilometers of forest and desert track. The main opposition comes from Dubai's Suhail Al Khalifa in the Mitsubishi team's impressive Pajero, with its distinctive whine of the special competition gearbox. The standard production class is popular in this new Middle East challenge. This 4.2-litre Nissan Patrol is driven by Hamad Al Thani. Another skilled driver in the production class is Saudi Arabia's Mohammed Al Malaki. Only time will tell if these unmodified cars... Always a popular figure is Lebanon's Michel Salah. His flamboyant style of driving thrills the crowds, yet his driving skill is immense as he guides the Range Rover Oman, and the crowds gather to see the Rossmann's Ford Bronco flagged away by Jordan's Prince Faisal. Ahead lie the 4 twisty mountainous stages of the first day in the Dead Sea region. Saeed opens with a shatteringly fast time, despite the Mean Machine looking totally unsuited to the narrow and twisty roads. He's looking for another win in the Desert Challenge to go with his success in Oman and 6th place in the Dubai opening round. The automatic gearbox is helping, and Saeed is confident of increasing his championship lead. But disaster was about to strike. A punctured tyre on the second stage sees the Rossmann's Ford Bronco lose 8 minutes and drop to 8th place overall. Michel Salah moves up to 2nd place in the Range Rover. A good start, but his navigator tries his hardest to throw it all away. Driving in dust is tricky, but when it's your own dust, it's even tougher. Nasser Altia from Qatar in one of the modified Nissan Patrols, a leading private driver with a navigator who knows his way. Finish control positions, and then it's up to them to find their own way. Michel thinks he's found a shortcut. But it's a shortcut to nowhere, but at least he manages to avoid any more serious problems here. However, he too is to collect a puncture and finishes one stage on the wheel rim, but a good second place at the overnight halt in Oman doesn't last. and Michel would be destined to retire early on the second day with a split gearbox case in his Range Rover. Saeed Al Hajri uses all of the Bronco's power, and the mean machine just glides over the desert like a limousine. And he spots that wadi in time as well. The Rothmans Ford Bronco has set fastest time on 3 of the day's 4 stages, but that puncture meant that Saeed went into the overnight halt still in just 8th place on the leaderboard. Day 2, and the raid heads south from Amman. Saeed starts 8 minutes behind, but then after this first 77-kilometre stage, he has a 5-minute rally lead. Punctures and mechanical problems have hit the leaders, but Saeed is driving flat out, 3 seconds a kilometre fast. Number 1 on the door and number 1 on the leaderboard. Saeed powers away on the final stage. Suhail Khalifa can only hope for a miracle, but finally settles for 2nd place. His Mitsubishi finishes 20 minutes behind the Rothmans Ford Bronco. The race for 3rd place leaves Nasser Al Attiyah to complete the leading trio in this crucial round of the 1990 Desert Challenge. "200 kilometers an hour, the mean machine flies across the desert towards the finishing flag. Victory for Al Hajri, and a maximum score is added to his total, giving him a strong 12 points advantage going into the final 3 rounds of the championship.
Saeed Al Hajri and Fig Gallagher, well done and congratulations on winning the Jordan cross-country raid. Saeed, at one time it seemed you may not make it. Tell me, what was the worst moment of the rally for you?
Oh, sure. I mean, yesterday, stage number 2, I'm a not happy person, but I mean, today, after the first stage, today I am very close between me and my navigator to slow down to the end of the rally to win the rally.
Saeed, the second rally you've won now in this championship, the last one was Oman. How does this rally raid compare to the other 2 you've done?
This one a little bit very different, especially first day, because the stage is very twisty and very narrow in the mountains. But today it's desert and open stages, and we try to keep with good points for the championship for the end. Yes.
So, Saeed, 3 more to go. How do you rate your chances for the championship win this year?
I looked now, no problem. I mean, winning two rallies, and I think still 3 rallies to go. And we try to keep it in the lead for the championship all the time.